Before today's practice, Kevin Stefanski talked about how they're approaching preseason games, being the Browns, especially Friday's game against Panthers.
Every team is different. Every coach is different, and you're trying to, in these, as you put your preseason plan together, you're trying to do what you think is best for your football team. Obviously, this is a first for me, having a practice versus another team in week one of the preseason. We haven't done that, so there are different reasons we wanted to try that. We've done a variety of things this offseason and this training camp a little bit different, all in an effort to get your football team ready for week one, 17-plus season. But it's really so incumbent on the coaches at your respective team to know what your team needs to get ready for the season.
Do you know wide receivers-wise who will play, who won't play? Is it Jerry won't and mostly everybody else will?
I'm not going to go by position, but I'll give you this one because Jerry and Ced won't play.
So there you have it. Cedric Tillman, Jerry Jeudy will not play against the Panthers, and that's going to open up things for guys. And I know you've written an article, and this guy's going to get an opportunity. Gage Laverde, take us through the article and what you've seen from him.
Yeah, he is been the most impressive. There's several UDFAs on this team, Luke Florio being another one, that have the opportunity. There's a lot of unproven wide receivers on here. With Gage Lavardin, he brings a speed element that they have been missing. He's a 4.4 guy, 4.45 he ran. He's really creative after the catch. Didn't do a ton of production last year in the SEC when he was with South Carolina, but prior to that, he was at Miami, Ohio, and then he was at the FCS level before that, and he was a pretty consistent performer. When he made his first jump from the FCS to the FBS at Miami, Ohio, his second game, he had 273 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's a total outlier. I understand he's 5'8", 173 pounds. He's very small. But if you're talking about a guy that's explosive, he separates really well because he's a good route runner and he's creative after the catch. It feels like, to me, every time there is a big chunk play in Brown's training camp practice so far, Lavardin has been on the other side of that. He is there. And I know it's going to be crazy for him at that size to be productive, but he has a chance as a slot receiver, and we know how much they value returning. He did a ton of kick returning in college prior to being at South Carolina. Didn't really do much of it last year, but super explosive, really good vertical speed, creative after the catch, something that is a quarterback's best friend, a guy that can create extra yardage. And we know Kevin Stefanski can scheme up open guys, and then if you got an open guy who's able to create after the catch, he's the one that I'm watching the most. Luke Florio and Cade McDonald are there as well, but this is a wide open wide receiver room, and with Tillman and Jeudy not playing the most, and Deontay Johnson obviously has some experience, but those are the top 2 guys in my mind. So you've got it wide open, and all these guys that are fighting for a couple of spots have got a chance, and Lavardin's my favorite.